In a world asking the question, what if the movies that got delayed came out on time and they were different? That's the case in my universe. I'm Steven Shinder and you're listening to Delayed Replay, Season 5, airing every other Saturday, unless I change my mind. Hello, welcome to Delayed Replay, that podcast where we recap review movies that got delayed in that other universe but came out on time in our universe. I'm your host, Steven Shinder, and this is not a regular episode, it's more of an update. So I was planning on releasing an episode today. Well, first of all, I was planning on recording the episode that I was gonna put out today. But then, as a result of real life events, stuff going on, the whole atmosphere of the country and stuff like that, and also not wanting to bother people to ask them to be on the show, and it's also been super busy for me work-wise, and lots of stuff I've had to take care of, and so I was even considering recording something just with myself, my other self, for this next episode. But as the date kept approaching, I just really didn't feel up for it. And there have been good things recently. I recently turned 30 and had a nice time spent with people in my life. So there's that. But outside of that, I really feel spread thin and like I need a break. You know what, maybe I will call this I'm 30, give me a break or something like that. But yeah, so a few of the topics I was thinking of putting out for this season, I think I'm gonna delay to next year for season 6, and there will be a season 6, so don't even worry about that. I was actually planning out outlining what to do for season 6, but yeah, I feel like I definitely need a break. I might put out one thing just before the end of the year and then come back with season 6 sometime in the early part of next year after another break for however long that needs to be. But yeah, I have an idea in mind of how to approach all that. But yeah, the release frequency for season 6 should be the same, one every other week, from the point whenever that starts. But yeah, it's just been a strange time recently and I need a bit of a break. Yeah, but yeah, I just put this out because I didn't want to leave you hanging after the Red One episode, which, that is a holiday themed episode, so I guess that should tide people over with the holiday related stuff. But yeah, there will also be hopefully something else before the end of this year to tide people over in between. But yeah, so that's the update, and I'm sure y'all understand, and just trying to do what's doable, not too much for what am I trying to say, not too much weight to put on my shoulders given the current circumstances and state of things. But yeah, I'll be back and I'll put these out better because I don't want to put out half-hearted movie discussion episodes. So yeah, I think this will be for the best. But before this episode ends, I'll go ahead and let my other self give a little update about some of the things that he's been watching. So without further delay, here's my other self. Hey everyone, this is other Steven, and as always, plugs can be found in the show notes. But yeah, things have just been kind of weird, like my other self mentioned. But yeah, I think a break will be really nice. Still processing some things, listening to some audio dramas and things hasn't been feeling as enjoyable as of late. So, just gotta process things. Hopefully things will feel better And yeah, I even took a little bit of a step back from plans with the YouTube channel, Steven Shinder Reviews in video form, because I was thinking of doing like a Nightmare November thing, as a follow-up to Chucktober, but this time talking about the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Today's the 40th anniversary of the first one. But given things lately, I kind of don't like the Nightmare November title anymore, and I also don't have that much of a passion for the Elm Street franchise like I do for the Chucky franchise, so it just feels like a bit more work to do on top of all these other things that I'm working on. Delayed Replay came about kind of at the beginning of an uncertain era in my universe anyway, but also season 1 and concluded around the time that another type of era was ending, and now with the around the end of season 5, find ourselves going into a similar era. And yeah, I'm sure y'all know, but the show will go on. It's just a break is much needed. But as far as stuff I've been watching, whenever I have had time to watch things here and there, in terms of new stuff, I did see Time Cut. It was a time travel to 2003 movie on Netflix. It's like that movie Totally Killer, but I'd say a bit better because of the sibling relationship. It added something. So overall, I thought it was fine, but I know it's not going to be for everyone. I watched the new episodes of Cobra Kai, season 6 part 2. I wasn't as high on these episodes as previous parts or seasons or whatever. That's even without taking into account a certain use of someone's likeness. Like, I don't know, there are just some kind of frustrating, repetitive things, and I think I'm just ready for this show to be done and then see the movie, whatever. I still need to get around to seeing the new episodes of the other Netflix show, Arcane. I really need to get to that. I think we're halfway through Star Trek Lower Decks Season 5, the final season. Something like that. It's been fun, and I really am going to miss the show when it's done, but at least it'll have a conclusion. Frasier Season 2, the new Frasier, ended. I think they did a good job making the characters Olivia and Alan have more dimensionality and not have such an awkward type of friendship. I guess more could have been done with the David character, but, still a good actor, and I don't know if there are plans for a third season, but overall I thought season 2 was better than season 1. I need to catch up on Superman and Lois. I think I'm like 4 episodes behind or something, but I've been hearing good things about this final season. I finished The Penguin. That concluded, and it had a really dark ending, which was very much in keeping with the show and the atmosphere, so I think I like it around as much as I liked Agatha all along, even though they're like such different shows. Yeah, I guess that's it off the top of my head. And I might go ahead and watch the Elm Street movies, like do a rewatch. It'll just be confined to my Letterboxd account and ratings and reviews and whatnot, rather than making a whole YouTube thing. I guess that'll be it for now. And this podcast, as was alluded to, might have something put out before the end of the year, before making a season 6 return next year. So that's it for now, and without further delay, have a good day.